In this video, I'll be showing you how to install both SiteMetrix Grade and Grademetrix emulators. They're both the same software and it's both the same way of installing them. It is a two-part process. You'll initially have to install the emulator itself for the software. You'll have to get the license key and send it back to your Hemisphere contact. You will be emailed a link for the emulator. When you download either SiteMetrix or Grademetrix emulators, make sure there's an underscore demo.exe. If you see something else, it's probably a live build and it won't work. So make sure it's just a demo build. In today's video, we'll just do Grademetrix. Again, it's the same between both software. So to start the install, just double click the .exe that was sent to you. Windows will prompt you and ask you if it's okay to install it. Tell it yes. You'll have to accept the EULA agreement. Just leave the C/Grademetrix, that's where it's going to install the software. I would leave all the defaults checked on and just install. Once the software is installed, you just tell it to finish. And now when you look on your desktop, you'll have a new shortcut for either Grademetrix or SiteMetrix. So now that the software is installed, we have to run the software. It'll prompt you that you do not have a license code, and it'll run a limited capability. Tell it OK. Now we have to give a license key to your Hemisphere representative so they can create you a license. To do that, just go to Menu and the puzzle piece. You'll need to email back a representative this exact key from after the license key on. So the starts with a P and ends with a 5. That whole area, you'll have to just copy and paste that and send that back to your representative. Once you send that, a license will be created and sent back to you. Once you have that license, either just put it on the thumb drive or somewhere on your computer you can find. We'll have to tell SiteMetrix Grade or Grademetrix, whichever one it is, where that license is, that key is located. So to do that, you just go to Activations. I have mine stored on a D drive. And it will automatically populate the .lic file. So this is the one for my version of this software. I'll tell it to open. It'll give you a warning. Just tell it yes. And then it'll apply it and restart. Tell it OK. It'll fire back up. And now you'll go in and just make sure that you have an actual licensed version. So it'll just say you have a full license created on whatever date it was created. Now you can close. A couple other things to get started in both SiteMetrix and Grademetrix emulator. You'll have to actually configure it to be set up on either a machine or a rover. To do that in both versions, you just go Menu. You want to go to Equipment Setup. You'll notice it's grayed out. You'll want to go to the User and check on Admin. Now you'll have access to Equipment Setup. Just give it a specific machine that you want to see. And just go next, 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 and finish. Now you'll have a Dozer in view or an Excavator in view, whichever one you selected, and you can load the default file that comes with it called Maricopa. And now when you track onto the surface, you'll be getting a cut fill. On newer computers with higher resolution screens, sometimes this will look a little odd. It won't scale correctly. So to fix that, there is a way to make this full screen. You'll have to exit out of Grademetrix when you're in there. So I'll just go to Exit to OS. I'll find the shortcut and right-click and hit Properties. At the end of Log of File, I want a space and then a dash dash and then just type in full screen, all one word. Tell it OK. It'll prompt that you need admin permission. Tell it to continue. And now when you open Grademetrix or SiteMetrix, it'll open up in full screen and you won't have that cropping issues that you have on higher resolution screens. Now that you have the emulator installed, you can browse additional videos for more information.